Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am Sarah and I post weekly what's for dinner videos. I only have 2 for you today, but Wednesday I will have an awesome video featuring a few different fall soups, so be on the lookout for that. And as always, I will have the recipes linked down below. First, I'm starting with an Italian sausage bake. You're going to cut up a package of mild sausage links and then get them. I had too many. I needed a bigger pan here, as you can see. So it's going to take me a minute to kind of get them all seared, and they still weren't completely, but it still worked. And then you are going to cover them and let them simmer until they are finished cooking. I guess I should add that you are going to put in half a cup of water too in there before you cover them to simmer, and it'll take about 8 to 10 minutes. And once it is all ready, I obviously drained all that juice off. And then I can't remember which brand I used this day. I don't think it was the Rouse or however you say it, but a keto friendly jar of spaghetti sauce. And then you're going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of basil, and 1/8 teaspoon of ground black pepper. That spoon was a terrible choice for trying to mix that up. As you can see, I'm struggling, so use something more solid. But anyway, after that, you mix all the seasonings together. You're going to pour it into a 9 by 13 inch baking dish and just kind of spread it around. And then you're going to sprinkle it with some Parmesan cheese. The recipe can tell you the exact measurements on the cheeses. I don't remember because usually I just kind of go with whatever I want to do. So I just sprinkled it on there, and then I topped it with mozzarella cheese. And you're going to bake it at 375 for 18 minutes. And of course, you don't have to be keto to enjoy this. I paired it with some asparagus, but I mean, it would be really good with some pasta mixed around. The sauce was really, really good. Those seasonings really set it off, but it's obviously pretty high on the calorie count too, but it has a lot of fat also. And there you have it. I love nothing more than taking something out of the oven still bubbling covered in cheese. It was so delicious. We loved this one. It's a nice fix for, especially if you're craving Italian or something of that nature and can't have the pasta. Next, I'm going to be making cauliflower mac and cheese with pulled pork. I had made a big pork shoulder in my crock pot, and I think I've split it into multiple meals, put some in the freezer. Anyway, I found this recipe with something to use it with, and I absolutely loved it. My husband he liked the cheesiness of it, but I've said this before, but he's not a huge cauliflower fan. Anyway, I'm boiling my water, getting ready to blanch my cauliflower, and I'm working on the cheese sauce as well, which is a cup of heavy whipping cream, 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard, salt and pepper. Like I said, add that as well. And then I believe it was a cup of cheddar, a cup and a half. Like I said, I'll have the recipe linked down below, but I'm going to be adding that in as well. And up there in that little skillet, I am just heating up my pork. I had it shredded in the fridge. I got a little bit of olive oil in a skillet, and I've got it on like medium low and just kind of heating it up. But once you pour the cheese into your cheese sauce, you're going to just whisk it up and turn the heat down and let it sit. And then you're going to blanch your cauliflower. You want it to still have some bite to it, but obviously not too hard. So I've got my water boiling, and I think I waited until it came up to like a roaring boil again before I started my timer, or my mental timer. But it was a couple minutes after it came back to a boil again when I drained it. And once you have drained your cauliflower, you're just going to mix it into your cheese sauce. And then you're going to toss in a cup, half a cup to a cup of, no, that was definitely a cup. Never mind. Just forget what I said. That was a cup of mozzarella. And then you're going to mix your pulled pork with that. And this is another one, like, of course, you don't have to use cauliflower if, I mean, you're not keto, or you can kind of make some of it not keto and some keto for your family, whatever. But that cheese sauce was the bomb. It was like really good. Okay, but anyways, once you have done mix that all up, you're going to pour that onto a platter and try to make it all pretty. Try to be all fancy here. And then, I guess I didn't record it, but you're going to crush up a third of a cup, I think it's about a third cup of pork rinds, and sprinkle it on top. And like I said, this was really good. I had this for lunch like the next 2 days as well after I made this, and I loved it. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and be on the lookout for my video on Wednesday.